When did Germany invade Poland? 1939. Question 2. Who made the first coins to be minted in Britain? The people of the Iron Age. The people of the Iron Age made the first coins to be minted in Britain, some inscribed with the names of Iron Age kings. This marks the beginning of British history. Who built the Tower of London? William the Conqueror. There are 15 national parks in England, Wales and Scotland. What are national parks? National parks are areas of protected countryside that everyone can visit and where people live, work and look after the landscape. Northern Ireland has its own established church. Is it true or false? So this is false. There is no established church in Wales or Northern Ireland. Which three territories form Great Britain? Wales, England, Scotland. How often are Prime Minister's questions held in Parliament? Every week. Prime Minister's questions are held every week in the Parliament. Which king was executed in 1649? It was Charles I. So Charles I was the king who was executed in 1649. Where was William Shakespeare born? He was born in Stratford-upon-Avon. Which two of the following are famous British Paralympians? It is Baroness Annie Gray Thompson and Ellie Simmonds. They are two of the famous British Paralympians. Baroness Annie Gray Thompson, Ellie Simmonds. Who was reigning in England when English settlers first began to colonize the eastern coast of America? It was Elizabeth I. Elizabeth I was reigning in England. At that time, English settlers first began to colonize the eastern coast of America. So Scotland and Wales, they use a system called individual registration, where all those entitled to vote must complete their own registration form. That is a false statement. Northern Ireland uses individual registration. Okay, it's the Northern Ireland which uses individual registration. On what day is the birth of Jesus Christ celebrated? Obviously Christmas Day, 25th of December. What sort of battle was the Battle of Britain, which was fought between Germany and Britain in the summer of 1940? So this was an aerial battle. The Battle of Britain was a crucial aerial battle fought in 1940 between Britain and Germany. Where is Swansea located? Wales. Swansea is located in Wales. Which two political parties formed coalition in 2010? The Conservative Party and the Liberal Democrats Party. So the Conservative Party and the Liberal Democrats Party, they formed a coalition in 2010. Who established the Church of England? It was Henry VIII. Henry VIII established Church of England. In 1348, one-third of the population in England, Wales and Scotland died as a result of which disease? It was the Black Death. In 1348, a plague known as Black Death struck Britain. Black Death, 1348. Haggis is a traditional food from which area? It is the traditional food in Scotland. Which court deals with minor criminal offences in Scotland? The Justice of the Peace Court. Which two of the following records give us information about England during the reign of William I? It's the Domesday Book and the Bayeux Tapestry. So the Domesday Book and the Bayeux Tapestry are two books which give us information about England during the reign of William I. In 1913, The British government promised Home Rule for Ireland. Why were changes delayed until 1921? Due to the outbreak of the First World War, the changes were delayed till 1921. Which of the following statement is true? So the true statement is Elizabeth I was a Protestant and she succeeded in finding a balance between the views of the Catholics and the more extreme Protestants. Okay, so she succeeded in finding a balance between the views of the Catholics and the more extreme Protestants. Which two documents do you need to apply for a national insurance number? You need documents that prove that you have permission to work in the UK and documents that prove your identity. So these two documents you need to apply for national insurance number.